Hello and welcome. In this video, you will enhance your understanding on planning multimedia-enhanced lessons in teaching English and social studies. In the previous video, you have learned the necessary steps and components to plan a learner-centered lesson. This will help lay the foundation to develop a multimedia-enhanced lesson in English and social studies. A multimedia-enhanced lesson is an instructional material that incorporates the combination of various multimedia elements to enhance learning. It is an effective way of engaging learners to enhance their learning experience, giving the teacher a dynamic and interactive learning environment that caters for different learning styles and helps students achieve their learning objectives. Steps in developing multimedia-enhanced lesson. Determine the learning objectives. Clearly define the student's learning outcome, that is, what you want the students to learn, understand, and do after the lesson. Align the objective with the curriculum or standard. This will help you design and select appropriate multimedia element to support the intended learning outcomes. Choose the content. Select the topics you intend to cover in your English or social studies lesson. You are also required to break down complex concepts into smaller, more manageable subtopics for easy assimilation. Identify multimedia resources. Explore the available multimedia resources that can effectively support the learning objectives and engage students. Examples include videos, interactive simulations, animations, virtual experiments, online textbooks, and educational applications. You can search for multimedia online or create your own using various educational tools and websites that offer multimedia resources and elements for your lesson. An example of such tools are TED-Ed2, BrainPop1, Scholastic 1, PBS3, among others. Sequence the lesson. Plan the flow of the lesson by breaking it down into smaller instructional segments to ensure that they are logically sequenced and well arranged. Decide on the order in which you will present the content and multimedia resources. Consider adding interactive activities and assessments to promote active learning throughout the lesson. Create a storyboard. A storyboard is a visual representation of your lesson plan. It can help you organize your ideas and ensure that your lesson flows smoothly. Your storyboard should include the learning objectives, the multimedia elements that you will use, and the sequence of activities. Design your multimedia elements. Once you have created your storyboard, you can start designing your multimedia elements. Make sure that your multimedia elements are visually appealing, easy to understand, and aligned with your learning objectives. Integrate multimedia resources. Strategically embedded multimedia resources at appropriate points in the lesson. You can plan how and when to use the multimedia resources and use these resources to introduce a topic, explain a concept, provide feedback, assess learning, or extend learning. Test your multimedia-enhanced lessons. Before you use your multimedia-enhanced lessons in the classroom, it is important to test them. Make sure that your multimedia elements work properly and that your lesson flows smoothly. Evaluate the effectiveness of your lessons. After you have used your multimedia-enhanced lessons in the classroom, it is important to evaluate their effectiveness. This will enable you to determine whether the learning objective and the outcome has been achieved. Various methods can be applied to measure the effectiveness of the lesson, such as observations, surveys, interviews, tests, and portfolios. By applying these tips, you can create engaging and effective multimedia-enhanced lessons for teaching English and social studies. In the next video, we will look at how a teacher can develop a multimedia-enhanced lesson script in the teaching of English language and social studies.